Good evening, my dear friends. I am Dr. Siddharth Makwana in front of you in our weekly show Bolo Bum Bum Bola. Tonight we have a very special guest with us who is sitting just next to me, and we all are very privileged to have him between us today. He has come from all over for a very distant place called Vadodara. He is a man of controversies basically. He has mastered all the fields in life all the fields that he has touched, be it table tennis, be it documentary filmmaking, or be it Kathak dancing. And so, Rajkot welcomes very cordially and heartily Mr. Dhiru Mistry in front of us. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Dr. Siddharth Makwana, for inviting me to your beautiful city called Rajkot.
So, we all know that in India it is very rare not to believe in God, not to believe in the existence of God. Most of the people, almost 100% of the Indians, believe that God exists. God is the one who is responsible for the cycles of life and death, for the upbringing of a child to the death of the child. But He is the one who holds a totally opposite opinion. And I would like to ask him, why does he hold such an opinion? What kind of situations have led him to think this way?
Well, Dr. Siddharth, I may refute your charge that 100% of our country believe in God. I don't believe in God. That means 1% you have to deduct from your 100%.
Oh, okay.
Now the thing is, from age-old concept that the entire universe is being run by some supernatural power. The days were such that there was no science. The science was not that much progressed. So that is why people used to depend upon sky and about earthly matters. So if there is rain, then they would look at the sky and they would think that there is someone who is sending this rain and who is looking after us. When the science progressed, people started believing certain other things. I will give you a small example. That entire world was thinking, they had a solid commitment that the earth is flat. Even you will also agree with me that it was believed that earth is flat. Entire world was thinking that earth is flat. But will you please tell me whether earth is flat or round?
It's absolutely round.
So you agree that earth is round. So whenever if you want to bring change in the society, someone has to start, someone has to build the cat. And that is how we, rationalists of our country and of the world, we have come forward and we want to make people believe that there is no God or there is no supernatural power which is controlling this earth, which is controlling this universe. It is automatically, everything is being handled on its own. It's a natural cycling process. The different parts of the world, different parts of the earth, they get together and then they create energy. In our body also, there are certain lungs, because you are doctor, so I will talk your language. Anatomically, I may say that we have got lungs, we have got intestine, we have got brain, we have got hearing aids, this thing, that is, so many things. So automatically the energy is created, and that is how we talk, we believe, we think, and we do all daily chores. Now supposing, I will give you an example of car. Will you please tell me that if I remove the battery, whether car will start? Tell me.
No, not at all.
Like that, battery and other engine parts, they create energy, and that is how the cars does motion and all other things. Like that our body is like a factory, There are so many veins, there are so many parts in the body which make man run, which may make man think, which may make a man worry, and so many things. So this is what we believe.
Very well said, Mr. Dhiru Mistry. But isn't it logical to say that whatever is not done until one thinks of doing it? Like if I want to move this laptop this way, I have to first think of doing it, and only after that my will is converted into action that I can move the laptop the other way. The same way, there is an unanswered question to the movement of each and every human being, each and every animal, each and every particle in the atmosphere, about its movement, about its existence. So, if the definition of God is changed from Rama, Jesus Christ, and Prophet Muhammad to someone who has done all these things, then does Dhiru Mistry believe in God?
See, Siddharth, you have brain, and a brain can think. Okay. Now, supposing, as I told you before, that if you remove brain, your thinking process will be stopped automatically. In your term, if I have to say that if a patient is brought brain dead, do you mean to say that you can revive his life and everything? Please tell me.
No.
No. But the brain dead person also, maybe, I don't say when, but brain dead person also may be given life again, provided the science progresses. For example, in the olden days, tuberculosis, TB patients were certainly to die. If a patient is diagnosed as TB, he has to die. But with the advent of medical science and everything, you will agree with me that TB is an ordinary disease, and no TB patient, of course, one or two patients may die also because there may be some other things. But if TB is detected and if the TB medicine is given, I don't think TB patient may die. So like that, so many things. For example, chicken pox, smallpox. People used to become blind. People used to lose their sight. People used to get ugly face because of smallpox and chicken pox. But will you please tell me that in this entire world, is there any patient of smallpox now?
No.
No. If you detect a smallpox patient, the government of India has given a reward of 1 lakh rupees. And so far, no one has come forward to say that there is a patient who is having chickenpox or smallpox.
So, very well said. Now, because we are running short of time, I will move our discussion to a lighter side. Mr. Dhiru Mistry, as I earlier said, has been a man of controversies. He has been jailed so many times. He has earned the worst opinions of some of the very well-known citizens of his own city, as well as the cities of some other citizens of some other place. He always has a complaint, as I have experienced throughout my relationship with him, that he always has some complaint regarding getting insufficient acknowledgement from his very close friends or his relatives or even people from his own home. So what does he say about that?
My dear Dr. Siddharth Mukwana, truth prevails, but it takes time. And I'm sure the time would come. Even after my death, people would say, oh, bloody Dhiru Mistry was right and we were wrong. Thank you.
Okay. So that is the end of our show. We would like to continue, but we are running short of time, so we'll have to end our discussion at this point of time. Maybe in the future we'll be able to get Dhiru Mistry's advice again on this our very own show, run by none other than the mankind himself, Bolo Bum Bum Bola. See you next time.